money they can make. And even this one, I took a big chance. I'm not making any money on the free plus shipping. So I turned around and said, I'll also give you $10. What we found, or what I guessed, was that because of all this continuity, I had 3 continuity offers, people were not going to be making any money right away, hardly. They want to see some money coming in, not just continuity. Even though the continuity could be huge for them, they needed to see some money right then being made. Otherwise, it's not worth it in their mind. They're going to move on to the next offer. So we decided to go with the $10. That was added at totally the last minute. I was within 3 weeks of launching, and we added that, or maybe even less. Another thing we did is, I told you about those boxes we sent off that had the shirts in it when people ordered. Well, we had 18 boxes made. Each one had these 20 DVDs, and every person that sent 100 leads during the pre-launch received one of those. So we sent it off right away to them. And it was just something fun. On the JV blog, I had a video of me with those standing there. I could be talking about them, showing them. So it was just something for them to, plus the reciprocity. Right away, within the first hour, we had people winning these. We opened the doors, bam, we had people sending off to their list, driving leads in, and we were sending those things out the next day. And if they received those, they're thinking, oh man, that's pretty cool. I got all this for driving some leads. I'm going to keep doing it. And we just kept working them up. And we would announce, okay, these people have already won these DVDs. And now here are some of the points. I told you about the 1 point for the lead, 4 points for the free plus shipping offer. So here's some of the offers we had on the very long JV info page. You saw just the one where they logged in, signed up. The info page was about 10 times. And it had all the different prizes. And then we had different levels, so you could see, progressing down how much you could, different things you could earn. Fighter pilot for a day. This is like a real MMA cage people could put in their houses. Some of these guys have some big houses. So, and we kind of wanted to do different, like, again, the whole manly theme. We had portable bars. We had just weird stuff. These things that you could hook up to a truck, and it pops open, and you've got, TVs and beer tappers and boom boxes and all this junk. We had some weird stuff that we gave away. There was a thing called the man wall. So that's where I talked about before, having kind of a theme to your JV partner launch. Well, that's what we did here. And of course, we also had Indianapolis 500 tickets, and you already saw the World Cup and the Super Bowl tickets. We did send out a second batch of postcards. The first batch went out maybe 4 weeks before we launched, and that went to all 550 names all over the world. This second one, we toned down the manly play, and we wanted to hit them up like more serious, like bam, this is what you can win. Those we only sent out to U.S., Canada, and the UK, just because some parts of the world, I have no idea how long it would take to get there. There's some funky addresses on my affiliate list, so we just sent it out to maybe 350 people or whatever the total was. And we did this when we were just starting the pre-launch, like 2 days before the pre-launch started. Before I told you about, you've got your invite page. That's where you got full access. People can, your private list of JV partners that you're creating, you give them full access. The JV blog is where everyone sees. Even the customers, after they start buying, they come in, they see the JV blog. That's where you give constant updates. You give swipe emails. You want to help out your JV partners by giving them some copy. Constant, not just updates on the launch itself, be it conversions or numbers, whatever, but also JV contest updates. You want who's won what now and who's in the first place, second, third. You want to be emailing it and putting it on the JV blog. Auto update results. You can have your guy do it every 24 hours. On the side, the top 10 list, the top 5 list, whatever it may be. As I had mentioned earlier today, we did it so it automatically would be updated in real time during the whole contest period. Unadvertised JV contests, we purchased 10 home theater systems, And we even sent out a video to the affiliates where it started off, I think, it just showed one of the boxes, and then it panned back, and it showed all of them, and then so a big wall of these DVD systems, and then I walked into it and explained what we had going on. And that was a 24-hour contest. We did another one where we gave an additional $4,100 worth of prizes to the top 5 people during a weekend, a 48-hour contest. So you want, again, it was an excuse for me to mail. It got certain people excited again. They're like, oh, crap, the first place is $2,000. Bam. You saw those top guys. They want to keep winning. So, yeah, they even though they were in first place, they knew they were getting all the prizes. You throw some more cash in them as a surprise, they're going to keep sending. And that's the name, that's the trick. Get your affiliates, for whatever reason, to keep sending out all the time. Here's the JV blog. So we put on the dates up there, pre-launch, launch. This is, again, just the JV partners or the new people coming in that get their links can see this. Here's a video that started playing right away with the boxes and the DVDs and the stickers on there. This was a flash movie that was just it was showing all the different prizes flashing through every every second. Underneath that was the opt-in form. So that's the top 20. So yep, Johnson won that whole thing. He won 2 pinball machines. And these guys, if I were to say people I've met, first place, second place, third place, 7th place, 8, 9, 12. Have not met Calvin, but he's in my group of us that we exchange things. So 13, 14 I've met. Russell, know him. Number 15, Phil Same I've met. 18 I've met. So those are all the people I've met at seminars and stuff. It's creating that relationship. So the first time you come out of the gate with a launch, it's going to be maybe tough for you, obviously, to get this list of JV partners if you're in the IM niche. But it's one of those things that's an ongoing, this was after me doing this for 4 years. And that's what, all of you guys, this isn't going to be like instant money. You're not going to go home, push a button, and make money right away. But doing these things that we're teaching you and adding certain things into it, you can really start ramping up your business pretty quick because you really know the correct way to do it now. We're trying to show you the mistakes we're making and how to do it correctly. Customer campaign. So we've got the whole thing about the JV partners. We've got the whole reciprocity, the T-shirts, the postcards, the emails, updates, blah, 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 getting them all juiced up with these contests and unadvertised contests. Well, you still have the customers you obviously have to worry about. We had a pre-launch and a launch. So each one of those have to be broken down into 2 different sections. And then you almost have a launch wrap-up. There's that end where you're ending, and we close it down, and then we had a lot of people that missed out, so we opened it back up for I don't know if it was 48 hours, a little less. So we closed it down Tuesday night. We reopened it back up at some point Thursday, and then until Friday at midnight. So you can almost plan a little launch wrap-up or scarcity thing at the end, or take away bonuses, or if you have a certain amount of units, you run out and you close down and maybe you order more. So pre-launch. We had pre-launch opt-in pages. We gave out 3 pieces of content during the pre-launch. The first one was when we opened up Tuesday, whatever that was, September 29th maybe. We did another one on Thursday and another piece on Sunday. And then we launched that Tuesday. I've mentioned before that the whole branding thing, I did the report, mentioned the kids, the freedom, sent them into the blog. Each of these things, we always sent them back to the blog. After they opt-in, we sent them right in the blog. So we did the report, we did a screen capture video, and then a video of me, talking face video, and the screen capture next to each other. That's what we gave away. And then after the opt-in, we sent them right to the blog where we delivered all this content. And we asked that question. We got them involved. I mentioned that also early. Part of the whole process is getting them to take action. We talked about, both of us, Liz and myself, have both mentioned SurveyMonkey, where you survey your list. You get them commenting on blogs. You start asking them questions, giving them surveys. We even did that on this one on a big scale. This is our, we don't even have the form here, but this is what we got from our copywriter after our graphics artist, and obviously the form goes there. So that was just one of them. That was a report, and you always got to kind of tell a story. And some of you might not be thinking, I don't have a story, and maybe it's, I don't think it's the greatest, but you do have a story. You got to just think about it, and what makes yourself special, or what is it? If you're in a niche that maybe you don't know about, then maybe you team up with someone that does have a story, that's got something about them that, like, oh man, this mom had 10 kids and she was able to go to college after she was 40 years old, and whatever, so everyone's got a story, so you can maybe use someone else's story. So people opted into this, was that first one, then we had a second one and a third one. We delivered it on the blog itself. We gave it out within posts, and we also had, like, this was on the side. So for the JV blog, you saw that one, the pictures of the prizes that were given out. Well, this was on the side, and we gave them not only report, but we gave them video opt-in templates. We wanted to give them something different. Some people are like, report's a report. Well, let's give them something else. And everyone that opted in during that week still got access to this. So this said click here, and then this one, to start with, this said coming soon, October 1st, whenever that Thursday was. Then we changed out this graphic on that October 1st. It said click here, and then the fourth one said coming soon. So we just had, and that, we really took the graphics to the next level. And I think that's part of the success of this launch, was the graphics were just a lot better than we've ever done in any of my businesses. This was across the top, the video opt-in templates. So everyone that came to the blog constantly saw that. Even if they didn't even, if they missed the first opt-in pages where we mentioned it, the second opt-in page did not even mention, that was mentioning the video. It was mentioning this thing. So the whole thing was, 9 tricks to build a ravenous list of buyers at lightning speed. They didn't even know about the opt-ins. So when they showed up at the blog, they got some extra stuff. They got this, and they were getting this. And the whole time, the blog was getting people to go down to the very first entry on the blog that asked that question. What would you do, or how would it affect yourself and your family if you could make $2,000 extra per month? This was the third talking head part video. And again, there's no good time to stop a picture. You always look goofy. So the blog comments. So I answered this question for my list income predictor software. We got a total of, and people were actually commenting on all the different posts on the blog, but this one ended up at 3876. And like I said, it was unbelievable. We've never seen anything now like that. I can't think of one internet marketer that's went over 2,000 comments. So that was really successful. Just asking a question that mattered. And right now the recession's kicking the crap out of a lot of people. So, I could have even had, even $500 can make a big difference in people's lives. There's people really down and out. We were really shocked at how bad it was for a lot of people reading those blog comments. Some of the girls in the office, they were actually tearing up. There's some, really bad stories. A lot of people, hard luck stories. And this was the link